Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur, and thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Now, in this video, I'm going to cover the pros and cons of using LinkedIn versus Alignable. So if you've never used either one, or you're not exactly sure where you should start, this is the video for you. Before we get into it, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you never miss an update of when I come out with a new video so you can potentially make some more money, and also hit the like button because it does help the YouTube algorithm. LinkedIn versus Alignable. What should you be on, and why should you even be on the platform? We're gonna cover some basic ground rules of both platforms. If your business is hyper-local, I mean, I'm here on Long Island. If I could only service Long Island and nowhere else in the country because it's an in-person business. For example, if you're a flower house, if you're a local retail shop, although you could probably do some business on e-commerce, things like that where you're serving your local community, chances are pretty good Alignable is going to be the route you want to go. But if you can do B2B sales anywhere in the world, anywhere around the country, LinkedIn is going to be your best friend. Now, I have made a million videos on LinkedIn, why you should be on there, how to make money, how to prospect, all that kind of stuff. Go check out those videos on my channel if you haven't already. I will put something in the card for a video that you could start off with on LinkedIn, how to use it, how to set up your profile. But for this video, we're covering predominantly Alignable. And there's a reason why I'm covering Alignable versus LinkedIn, because I've already made a bunch of videos on LinkedIn. But, LinkedIn is a phenomenal resource for B2B, right? If you're in the B2B space and you're looking to make sales, you're looking to connect with people, you're looking to get in front of, wait for it, key decision makers, LinkedIn is absolutely where you want to spend all your time. And there's a reason why. LinkedIn gives a ton of information on who people are, what businesses they're a part of, when they move jobs, and things like that. On LinkedIn, you can get things like Sales Navigator, and you could drill down really deep on who people are, what they do, when they've changed jobs, potentially even how much money they're making. Because if you're dealing with somebody in a certain threshold of money, maybe that's somebody you want to go after. Now, on Alignable, on the other hand, and I will be completely transparent, I haven't paid for the premium version of Alignable, and there's a reason why. Honestly, for me, I just haven't found the value in Alignable to go do that. I'm not saying it's not valuable. I'm just saying it's not valuable for me and what I do. But I have spent a lot of time on Alignable. I've contributed to forums and things like that. So I'm going to share with you guys my experience of Alignable because we covered LinkedIn. LinkedIn, the ultimate B2B platform. If you're in sales, it's a great way to prospect. But what about Alignable? Why is Alignable in the shadow of the moon? Well, Alignable is one, it's a very new company. It's far newer than LinkedIn. It just hasn't been around as long. That's number one. Number two, it's a much smaller customer base. But the really good part about Alignable is, drum roll please, it is amazing for local business. If you are looking to connect with local people, I mean local, when I say local, I mean I'm on Long Island. Within 5 to 10 towns locally, that is how local you can connect with. And there's a beautiful and rewarding feeling by connecting with local people. Keeps the money in the local economy. It keeps people connected. You could connect with other people that maybe you normally wouldn't have connected with. And the nice part is it tells you news that's going on in the local area where LinkedIn really doesn't do that. Sounds crazy, right? And you're probably wondering, why would anybody even want to be on there if that's the case? Well, there's a real power in local networking and local business. And because of that, and people understand that money's going to stay locally, they're more inclined to buy from you. There's a couple things I really don't like about Alignable, and I want to tell you guys them, but there's also a couple really good things, and that was one of them. Being able to connect with local people, potentially even local influencers, is worth its weight in gold. My biggest gripe with it is the newsfeed stinks. At least on the newsfeed on LinkedIn, there is a ton of stuff that comes up in a sequential order, whether it's most relevant, date and time, and things like that. Alignable, on the other hand, doesn't necessarily have that kind of feed where you can share messages and things like that. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be coming down the road. It just means, for now, by smashing the like button, you're absolutely going to get way more connections on Alignable. So if you're on Alignable, you probably want to do a couple things before you do anything with connecting with other people. This is the most important thing. If there is nothing you take out of this video, let it be this. You ready? Build out your profile. I know it sounds crazy and people are probably like, Harrison, you always say build out your profiles, but it is so critically important for your business. If you do not fill out your business profile, you never know. You have no idea who's going to reach out to you. And because of that, that's not a good thing. You want people that could potentially buy from you or could potentially represent you in front of one of their customers. And Alignable is a great place for that. The other huge benefit that I really, really like about Alignable is you could have recommendations on Alignable, and recommendations on LinkedIn are way harder to get than recommendations on Alignable. Alignable does a really, really good job at pushing local recommendations, so that way when somebody goes and looks for somebody, right, they come up with a ton of recommendations because Alignable does a really good job at promoting you, your recommendations, and how everybody else perceives you. The key to this whole thing is you need a filled out profile. If you do not have a filled out profile, nobody's going to know who you are. They're never going to find out what you do. Alignable puts you in these smaller categories that if you don't conform to exactly, you might run into a lot of trouble. So using the full extent of your profile, your bio, your summary, your profile pictures, your background images is going to tremendously help your success on the platform. Now you guys might be like, Harrison, you're beating a dead horse. We get it. It is great for local communication. I have had a couple problems and I do want to share them with you. One, my biggest gripe with the whole thing is there is no newsfeed. I can't just go, I can't comment, I can't add positive information to people. I can't answer people's questions on the platform, which really drives me nuts because I like helping people. That is number one. Number two, and my biggest gripe with the platform overall, other than that, is this is going to sound mean, and I apologize, but it's a little childish. LinkedIn, super clean, super professional. Alignable, lots of colors, doesn't look like it's quite done yet. And they were like, hey, we just got to get people on this, so like, let's scooch this thing along here. That's what I get when I see Alignable stuff. And it's not bad. It just doesn't look like it's all there. Now, Alignable does have some premium features that are far cheaper than LinkedIn. And those features are really, really good. I just don't know too many people that have closed business on Alignable. Personally, I have yet to close business on Alignable. I've built out my profile. I've done everything that I've basically just told you, but I've yet to get business on the platform. And maybe it's me. I know I'm really good at prospecting, so I'm not 100% sure. Whereas LinkedIn, I could close business all day. I could go find the people I want to find. Alignable, I just haven't seen that yet. I do, however, before anybody thinks like, oh, Harrison didn't make money on it, can't be there. No, I do know people that have closed business locally, and it has been a source of revenue for them. Has it been the best source of revenue? Probably not. I've definitely closed, 5-figure deals on LinkedIn and have not closed any business on Alignable, but that might just be me. And if you're somebody local looking to deal with local people, so for example, if you're a lawyer, it's a no-brainer for you to be on Alignable because you can only serve your local city, maybe community, and state. If you're not barred in other states, then it doesn't help to be on LinkedIn all that much. Yeah, it's a more professional platform, but you may very well get more business off of Alignable. So there are a ton of pros and cons on both platforms. I don't want somebody to be like, Harrison, you're just bashing Alignable. No, I'm absolutely going to make a tutorial on how to use Alignable. I seem to have gotten the hang of it. I'm pretty good with it so far. Like I said, I haven't closed any business on it, so I can't really say if it's amazing versus not amazing. Maybe it's just not for me. That's okay, but I still know a lot about the platform. I do want to share that with you guys, so I will share that in probably the next video. Otherwise, I hope this video was really helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed smashing the like button. If you haven't already, I don't know at this point what you're waiting for because you should have smashed that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video of mine. I did that like 4 times. This is the end of the video, so if you made it this far, I love you. Anyway, see you guys later. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to do a little in-depth tutorial on Alignable, what I like versus what I don't like, and things that you should be weary of. Other than that, hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys later.